Hi everybody. We really miss not seeing you all in the classroom, but you know what? It's this time of year when we are in the mood for spring and doing crafts and things like that, so fun stuff. So I know at home you've been probably going a little stir crazy, so maybe this will give you something fun to do with your family. Hey, maybe give you some gifts to give for your family, and with Mother's Day coming up and everything like that. So today we are going to be doing some muffin fun. So I'm going to be showing you mostly one craft, but then I'm going to show you a few other things to do with muffin cups. I tried to make some crafts that are only found around the house. In fact, I made sure I didn't even have to go to the store for it. These are just things I had in my own house and made right here for you. So the things you're going to need are, of course, muffin cups. Whatever you have is going to work, okay? If they're decorative, that's fine. If they're plain, that's fine. That's fine. You need markers or crayons or colored pencils, something like that. I use some scrap paper so that when I'm drawing and coloring, I don't get on everything else. Your parents will thank me later, okay? And also, if you have construction paper or anything, like even foam sheets would work, or any type of construction paper, or even like right here, these are kind of like your neon boards. So anything like that will work. Whatever you have in your house, it's going to be fine. You're just going to make it work. And you also need some scissors. A little bit of tape would be good. And a glue bottle. Liquid glue is probably going to work a little bit better for this. But if you don't have liquid glue, the other type of glue is going to work too. All right? So the good thing too about doing this on video is, guess what? You can stop and restart this as you need to. So if I'm going too fast for anybody, slow it down, rewatch, do whatever you need to do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So what I've already done to kind of show you, and again, you're going to do this in whatever way you want, but I went ahead and took several muffin cups. And most of these are just the size of just your normal small muffin cup. And then I fold them in half. So when I fold them in half, all I did was decorate it. And decorate it in whatever way you like. You know, you're your own designer. So if you want it all to be polka dots or and different colors or whatever you want it to be, this is your own project. Or if you want on the back, you want to make it have some stripes or anything you want it to be, you decorate it according to your own design. Okay? So I've already decorated some to kind of show you. So I did some like this. I have some of my muffin tins that were actually silver. I have some that were actually gold. Then I have some that I colored green and put polka dots on it. Those of you that have me in class, you know I love polka dots, okay? And then I decorated some with other things. And then what I did is after I decorated it, I would then just take my scissors and cut it in half, okay? So what I'm actually making is a fish. So, you take your piece of construction paper, and if you don't have construction paper, any type of paper would work. Even if it's notebook paper, it's going to work, okay? So, I folded it in half, hot dog style. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out the outside edge, start like right around here. And I'm just going to kind of cut it in an oval shape. So I have a little bit of leftover edge that I don't need now. Okay, so now I have my oval. Now, what I'm going to do with it is make a fish. Okay, so with all of my decorated, now you know what these are, right? Little fins. So first of all, about right here, you know where I cut it in or folded it in half, move over a little bit, probably more like halfway between the fold and the edge of my fish. And so about halfway in, and you start with whatever you want, and you can position it in whatever way you want. And I'm just going to put, see, just going to put a little glue on it. course, my glue is not cooperating. There we go. Now it's working. So I'm just going to put down some fins, just glue a little bit. And of course, make sure you don't get too much glue. These are thin muffin cups. So if you over glue it, it's going to show. Okay? Then I'm just, whatever order you want them to go in, I'm going to do my little fins. So I'm doing one more little row of them. Just putting a little glue. Nothing too major on my glue. It doesn't have to be perfect on here because remember, it's a fish. He's going to look a little bit kind of like there's layers. Okay, so that's what the fish is kind of supposed to look like. Okay? So I'm going to keep gluing my fins. Alright. And hopefully you're having fun at home doing lots of projects like this. Okay? And a lot of this is just doing it your own fashion. Then I'm going to do a little bit of my gold look. And however you want that to be. Remember, these are just them cut in half. Gonna do another one. Okay, and I've got lots of little paper muffin cups here, so that's what I'm just still adding. Until I get them all used up. Good thing about muffin cups too is they're so cheap and easy to use and lots of little fun stuff you can do. So I like the muffin cups. Okay, you can even buy them in the store all decorative, like some of them have flowers on them, some of them have designs. I just didn't have any of those here, so I had to decorate them kind of myself. So, and then from there I'm going to have other little fins on them at the top. So I'm going to put one like here at the top. I'm going to put like another one here kind of at the bottom. And another one for his little tail feathers here at the very end of him. Okay, so now he's missing something. I wonder what he's missing. How about an eye? And maybe a mouth. So I'm just going to take my marker and you can draw whatever kind of eye you want. I'm going to make mine a pretty girl one, so it's got pretty eyebrow and a nice eye. And then how about a little mouth? So I'm just got a little piece of scrap paper here. Okay, so little bitty piece. And then I'm just going to make kind of like two circles kind of on top of each other. And that's going to be his lips, and then I'm just going to color it in. And then I'm going to cut it out real fast. And then we're going to glue it. Now those of you who are doing this with your brothers and sisters, you could even have a contest and have your parents judge on them, or see, kind of give points for, let's see, whose is the most colorful, or who put the most effort into it, or whatever you want it to be. And those are his little lips. So here is your muffin cup fish. Okay? So that's one thing you can do. Now, another thing you can also do, I think I'll get rid of my gluey sheet of paper so I don't get glue all over the place. Okay, is you can also take your muffin cups and do other things with them too. So like I took one, I decorated it, need my polka dots again. And then I just took one, the silver, a little bit of decorative, and I kind of spread this one out, and then I put that inside. And so then just say you're trying to make a pretty picture or something. So you could just take that, glue it to your paper. I didn't have any cotton balls, but if I did, I would have used some cotton balls on this too. And I would have put a little bit of marker like on the kind of the edge of it. And I would put them inside of my muffin tin to kind of make it look like the inside of a flower. But what I did do instead is you can take like another muffin cup and fold them in half. They're cheap, so this is the good thing. And then I'm just taking the little edge, the frill of it, like that. And you can do different things with this, but the thing I'm just going to do for today is just kind of roll it up a little bit. So I'm literally just rolling it up. And you can put as many or a few of these as you want. And then I put just like a little bitty piece of tape. And I'm talking a tiny piece of tape. Okay? Well, if it will cut. There you go. And put that on the very end of it. Then what you can do is you can take one of your markers and kind of just like on the edges, you can kind of color the edge to where it's just kind of a little frill. Give a little color. And then you can put it in the middle. So kind of like I did here with this one that's blue. And I made it a little bit bigger. So you can do them whatever sizes you want. So I think I like the bigger one better actually. And then you can put it inside your flower. And this one might take a little time to dry. So you could put cotton ball in it or something like that. But this would make the inside of your flower. Then if you had pipe cleaners, you could put that on here too. Or you could just take a marker and make your leaves. And of course then you could color it or whatever. But that's kind of what you could do with a flower. And you could put a whole bunch of flowers on here to kind of make it, you know, a little more festive. So you can make that as fun as you want. Or you could even take some of these and do like little half flowers kind of all the way around. Kind of like that. So that's another idea. Then here's a third idea for you. So what you do is you take another muffin tin, and this one's actually a little bigger one. You can do it with the big or the small. You flatten it out as best as you can. It's not going to flatten out perfect. It's not supposed to. Then you take your scissors and you just kind of cut until you are close to the very middle of it. Okay? Then what you do is you kind of fold it, and I fold the first one down all the way. Then from there, just kind of roll it a little bit. So you're just kind of rolling and rolling, rolling it all the way around. Okay, so when you get it, then I'm taking a piece of tape, and it probably is easier, honestly, to already have a few pieces of tape already cut off and maybe stuck on the edge of something, maybe the edge of your countertop or your table or something. So then you have like the inside of your flower. And what you could have done even before that, before you rolled it, is you could have even have colored it. So, or you could still at this point, if you wanted to just kind of look like the edges again, and just kind of take your marker on the side and kind of do the edges of it just a little bit. So it kind of gives it just a kind of a little edging of the color. And there again, some of you may have decorated muffin cups already, and then you may not have to do this. But mine were plain, so I had to do it. So gave a little more color to it, okay? So made a little more of the blue, and you could do it with whatever color you want. So then what you could do with this, and I'll just put it on the same sheet of paper, I guess. But then you could kind of fold these, like the very edge, very tip of it. And if you put several of these together like this, and it might be easier just to do this honestly with tape right now because the glue, this is kind of heavy. So for it to set up and dry might actually take some time. And same way, I have some other ones. Fold over the edge just a little bit. And that edge that I folded over is the part I'm just going to fold down. And I'm going to make my own little flower like this with just a combination. And if you didn't even want to make it as a flower, you could actually even use it as something else. Like you could have an outline of your letter, like your first initial or something. And you could do it to where it actually just kind of fill up that letter or something with this and kind of make it look like a tissue paper look. So you could do that too. I'm going to make this have a little, that one's not even doing an edge. Let's see. It's got to be the right type of marker, I guess. Let's see, I'm kind of doing it with green now on this one. I'm just writing on the edges a little. Okay, and you could have decorated it even before you did the twist. So it could be totally decorated. It could be polka dot. It could have hearts all over it. It could be in whatever way you want it to be. Okay, but see how I'm kind of making a little flower. Okay, so I'm kind of putting it all together to whatever design you want it to be. This is all about being creative. Using your imagination, using what you have. Okay, this is literally what I had. And then I'm just kind of reshaping it a little. And then I'm going to put a stem and some leaves on this also. So then I've got another flower. So here's another idea that you could do. So, different ideas. Make a fish, muffin tin, split it in half, decorate them, make them look cool. Make some different flowers of your own design. Have fun. All right, get your family involved in this, your little brothers and sisters. Hey, even your teen ones might want to do it. Mom and Dad might want to have fun on this too. So have fun with good old muffin tins. All right, till we see each other again, guys. Bye.